The studio lights glowed bright, casting a golden shine over the polished set of the Kelly Clarkson show. The crowd buzzed with excitement, their claps still echoing after Kelly's lively opening monologue. Miranda Lambert sat across from her, legs crossed, her well-known cowboy boots glinting under the lights. Her smile looked polite, almost rehearsed, but her eyes had a glimmer of something sharper, like a knife hidden away. Kelly, ever the natural, leaned forward in her chair, her grin wide, though her posture was slightly tense as if she sensed the hidden current moving in the room. "Thanks for being here, Miranda," Kelly began, her Texas accent softening her words. "You've got this brand new album dropping, Wildfire. And I gotta say, it's raw, it's real, it's everything people adore about you. But before I dive into that, I want to ask something else. Your fans are dying to know. What's the story behind that lead single, Burn It Down? It's got this spark, this edge. Feels like you're settling a score with someone." Miranda's lips twitched, not quite forming a smile. She shifted in her seat, brushing her fingers against the fringe on her leather jacket. "Well, Kelly, you know how it goes. Sometimes life hands you a match and you've just got to strike it. That song is about taking control, claiming your truth. It's not pointed at anyone specific if that's what you're digging for." The audience chuckled lightly, but Kelly's eyes narrowed, catching the dodge. "Oh, come on now," she teased, leaning closer. "You don't write a line like, 'I'll burn it down and dance in the ashes' without somebody on your mind. Is this about heartbreak, a feud, maybe a bit of Nashville drama? Give us a clue." Miranda's jaw tightened, her smile slipping. "I don't do hints, Kelly. I write from the heart and let the music talk. Folks can interpret it how they want, but I'm not here to pour tea for clicks." The audience let out a soft ooh, sensing the mood shift. Kelly tilted her head, her grin steady, though her tone sharpened slightly. Fair enough, but you've never been shy about saying it straight. I mean, your last album had people whispering about shade towards certain exes. Are you saying Wildfire is just vibes? No real story tucked in there?" Miranda's eyes flashed and she uncrossed her legs, placing both boots firmly on the floor. "I'm saying I don't owe anyone a play-by-play of my life. That track is about standing tall, not about some soap opera tale you're trying to paint. You of all people should understand that, Kelly. You've written your own heartbreak anthems." Kelly raised an eyebrow, unfazed. "Oh, I do get it. I've been there, writing through hurt. But when I put out Since You've Been Gone, I didn't hide that it was about breaking free from something bad. You're saying Burn It Down isn't about someone who did you wrong? Not even a little?" The audience murmured, hooked on every word. Miranda leaned forward now, her voice low yet sharp, every word measured. "You want to talk about being wronged? Fine. Let's talk about how people twist your art, how they take a lyric and turn it into a headline. I'm done with folks like you. Yeah, you, Kelly, pushing me to say something I didn't come here to say. I'm here to talk about my record, not to be your tabloid fodder." Kelly's smile wavered for just a second, but she quickly recovered, her tone warm yet edged. "Whoa, hold up. I'm only asking what the fans are curious about. You're a storyteller, Miranda. People connect with those stories. You can't fault me for asking where that fire came from." "Fans connect with the music," Miranda shot back, her voice rising just enough to warn. "Not to drama you're trying to spin out of thin air. I don't have to air my business to move records. Maybe some artists do, but that's not me." The audience went silent, the tension so thick it almost buzzed in the air. Kelly leaned back, folding her arms, her face caught between amusement and challenge. "Okay, Miranda, I hear you. Let's shift then. Your album carries a theme of empowerment, right? Taking no nonsense. Is that why you've been so outspoken lately about the industry calling out the gatekeepers? Because that's a story worth telling." Miranda narrowed her eyes and let out a short, dry laugh. "You're doing it again, Kelly. You're not slick. You want a soundbite, something flashy for your show to trend. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to speak on my work, my craft, but you keep pressing like I owe you my guts so your show looks good." Kelly's grin disappeared, replaced with a steely expression. "Miranda, I'm not your enemy. I'm a fan of yours and always have been. But when you sit on this couch, you know it gets real. That's what my audience wants. If you're not ready for that, fine. But don't act like I'm twisting your arm." The crowd gasped softly, feeling the line that had just been crossed. Miranda's face went hard, her tone calm but sharp as glass. "Real? You want real? How about this? I'm tired of shows like this pretending to be my friend, acting like they care about my truth when what you really want is a clip to go viral. That's not real, Kelly. That's a game. And I'm not playing." Kelly opened her mouth to answer, but Miranda was already on her feet, her chair screeching against the stage floor. The audience broke into a storm of whispers, some clapping, some murmuring nervously. Kelly lifted a hand, trying to hold control. "Miranda, come on. Let's talk this out. We're just getting started." But Miranda was finished. She shook her head, her boots echoing against the stage as she moved toward the wings. "I didn't sign up for this," she said loud enough for the mics to catch. "I'm out." The audience's murmurs turned into a roar as Miranda vanished off stage, leaving Kelly staring after her, her expression a mix of shock and frustration. The cameras caught her forcing a smile, trying to hold the show together. Kelly's smile stayed, but her eyes betrayed a flicker of unease as the noise from the crowd filled the air. She leaned forward, hands clasped as if steadying herself. "Well, folks," she said with a voice that sounded calm but forced. That was unexpected. "Let's take a short break and we'll be right back." The cameras cut to commercial, but the tension stayed thick, hanging in the studio as the audience whispered and craned to look where Miranda had gone. When the show came back, Kelly sat in her chair again, her body relaxed, but her eyes more cautious. The set felt smaller now, the empty chair glaring like a spotlight on the conflict. She looked into the camera, her voice steady yet careful. "All right, y'all. We're back. That was something, huh? I want to keep it real with you. Sometimes passion brings heat when you're talking about music and life. Miranda's an amazing artist, and I respect her fire. So let's talk about that fire. Her new record, Wildfire, is coming soon, and it's got that same bold energy. But before we move forward, I want to hear from you in the audience. What do you think just happened?"